I see my daughter's first steps over racing. I choose racing, eh?
We're taking the best gamers in South Africa and we're turning one into a race driver.
One gamer will get a professional racing contract. That's what they're actually fighting for.
It's high speeds, mistakes happen, whether it's your fault, the car's fault, or someone else's fault.
Losing is hard. I think that's why I choose to win more.
I would do absolutely anything to be able to become an actual racing driver.
I can win this. I mean, that's what this whole project's all about, right?
The fastest GT gamers in South Africa have been invited to race camp in Silverstone to discover if they have the skills to race for real. Only one will win a professional racing contract and compete in international meets all over the world.
To win this competition, you need to be prepared. I'm here, I know what I need to do, and my goal is to win.
Although I have a lot of gaming experience, I've got pretty much zero on the track.
The conventional way of doing motorsport is getting in from a young age, going through the karting, getting into the formulas or into sports cars, having a lot of money backing you.
This is the only opportunity I'll ever have to become a professional racing driver. If you don't have sponsors or anyone is willing to invest in you, you're not going to get anywhere.
Getting an opportunity like this is nuts. That's the best way to describe it. It's unreal.
It's given us our bottom three.
2 gamers have already been eliminated. Yesterday, it was the competition's early leader that fell to the sword.
Obviously, Hercules, he's the top guy, he's the guy to beat.
He's fast and he's he keeps everything together.
He's a hard worker, he's determined, so...
Hercules was our early leader, but he's now our slowest driver by quite some margin.
His stopwatch doesn't lie, and Hercules just seems to be off pace.
Perfect. Go and get your stuff, it's over.
Thank you very much.
Now the gamers know that nobody is safe from elimination. It's day 3 at the academy, and the gamers are in the wing pits for a physical session with F1 performance coach Simon Fitchett.
What we try and do here at GT Academy.
Today, judges Rob and Thomas will lose 2 more competitors.
Physical and mental that you'll need.
To get this far, they've proven that they're successful, the best of the best in terms of online gamers. If I were looking for just one thing, it would be the ability to learn, take information, improve, and minimize the number of mistakes they're making.
It's really a dream come true for any of these guys just to have made it here. Never mind for the guy that's going to win it.
As soon as you break the beam in gate 1, the timer will start. You'll be timed from your speed from gate 1 to 2, and then from gate 2 to 3.
With just a week to find a professional racing driver, they need to quickly hone in on only the most promising racers.
Judges might be thinking, you know, we have a bottom 3. One of them makes a mistake, they're out. I need to actually show them that I'm not here to make mistakes. I'm here to actually win this thing.
At the moment, Ashley is doing really, really well. She was Robin and Jonathan. They're all doing very, very well. They're all very, very close to each other. In the car, you need to be so switched on at all times, be it a 24-hour endurance race or a shorter race, and this will help them physically as well, to be able to change direction in the car, to react to the car. If it starts to go into oversteer, speed of reactions is essential for this.
Drivers will often have to quickly redistribute weight evenly around the car when racing at the limits of a car's performance.
That's going to cost him time. Oh, he's got a tan slammer on. Somehow manages.
This skill will stop them spinning off track. Although our gamers are out of the car now, this is the perfect test for their speed of thought.
was good. That final runner nailed it. No thoughts, just all the light, bang, went.
Well, it's definitely a confidence boost, and if you do well in the challenge, it'll just make you more confident in the next one and be positive about it.
Well, the last one was pretty quick, definitely top 3. I'm really feeling good after this challenge, so looking forward to the next.
The judges have called their team of instructors to the top of race camp. They're using the information they've gathered so far this week to rank the gamers.
It's natural speed. You can see when he's out in the wet, the dry, sitting in the car with him that session, it's just natural. You know, he adapts and it's not...
Huge improvement.
A little bit older, a little bit more experience, but quick, fast. We're here to choose a fast racing driver.
It's important that they separate the top 3 from the bottom 2 ahead of the next challenge.
Actually, my fastest driver, only by 0.03 of a second.
I haven't directly sat with the bottom 2 in there, but I think you can only go off the lap times with those guys, can't you? And what we've seen there, so that tells as much as anything.
Guys, we told you it was going to be a tough day, and we've ranked you 1 to 5. In first place, Jonathan. Ashley in second. Louis in third.
Gerhard and Robin, you'll be going into the elimination race, and the loser will be going home.
The elimination race will take place on the Stowe circuit, with the gamers starting on opposite sides of the track. It's 3 laps. Quite simply, the first person back to their own starting line wins. Neither Gerhard nor Robin has had a straightforward week at the academy so far.
I like Gerhard.
Yes, did he?
Yeah. And probably the opposite choice of what you would think because he spun twice. But
at least he's pushing.
Yes, it's good that he's not scared of it and he's willing to go there.
Gerhard's aggression has impressed the judges, but he has to get it under control.
I'm a very competitive guy. Any type of thing I take on or try to achieve, I'll do it to the best of my ability and try a bit more than that just to get that edge. So, very competitive.
And Robin's meticulous preparation has been his strength.
To win this competition, you need to be prepared. Mentally, I'm prepared for it, and I've done my homework.
But he has a tendency to overanalyze.
He's still over-analysing. I'm so worried for Robin that he's analysing the details of everything but missing the bigger picture.
Gerhard and Robin know that this could be their last race at the academy.
Go for Robin. He's on the brakes early, and
When he's not heel and tone, you can hear those rears just locking up, and I think it's helping a little bit that it's drier.
After the first lap, Robin is in front.
it is Robin's.
But his lead is short-lived.
Oh, big lock up.
Robin's about a second ahead, locked up. Turn. Oh, he's hit the tyres. He's in the lead, he didn't need to go that hard.
It looks like he's to the right.
Yeah, he is.
How did he get it to that stage? It's something didn't break.
All right, okay. Relax. Okay, off the clutch.
Car 5 have a mechanical problem.
All right, now. Clutch and brake.
Okay, so using brake back to the pitch, that's great.
Okay.
You guys are all right though, yeah?
Yeah, fine. ESP failure. Okay.
Once he finds out he was actually in the lead of that.
Yeah, it would be. Devastated.
It becomes clear that the accident wasn't Robin's fault, but the question now remains if he will be fit to continue the race. If not, he will forfeit his place at the academy.
So what happened?
ABS failure.
And it just locked up. Did you try to come off it a little bit?
Came off, he said came off, and I just kept pumped it, kept. So there's nothing I could do. Check the damage.
Well, we should be...
He appears unharmed, but the paramedics need to give him the all clear.
Feeling okay, but shaken up.
To be a professional race driver, these things you got to get out of your mind, and this is where you got to be tough. You know, I've had crashes at 230, 240 miles an hour, and unfortunately, I've also been at tracks where I've had friends pass away. And you know, these types of things, you got to be mentally tough, mentally strong, get out of it, get away for a little bit, 5-10 minutes, and get your head back in the game. You know, you got elimination now. It's you and Gerhard. I really want to see you suck it up and give it your best shot.
The race will restart, and Robin now has one final chance to stay in the academy.
Even 2 more for. Oh, there we go.
Off.
Good start.
All right, let's see this first corner from Robin. On the brakes, nice. Turn it in. Go back on the gas. That was good, eh? That was good. Check the exit there.
Super clean, eh? He's ahead.
Robin is ahead. Slightly, I reckon. Wait. Robin ahead. Robin by half a second. We got one more. They're about to pass the finish line. Oh!
Robin still got it though.
No, he got caught up there.
Robin's in the lead. Robin's in the lead.
It's looking extremely close.
Yeah, it looks like Gerhard started catching him that last lap, so this final lap's going to be
Half a lap to go.
Yeah, it's already pretty much into that last corner.
This is going to be so close. It's going to be Gerhard might have this, huh?
Oh, it looks like he's caught up a bit. On the gas, man. Here we go. They're coming up. I think Gerhard's got this. I think he's got it. Has he pulled back that time? Oh!
I think he got it.
Gerhard got him last lap.
That was a great time.
You can tell him. You can tell him. I told Hercules. You're telling Robin.
It was just over half a second down with 2 laps to go. Pulled it back to just under half a second, I reckon, and made it all up in that last lap.
Just nailed it.
Ching chong cha.
Oh, damn it! Not again. First lap, second lap, and he got done on the last lap.
Yeah, I noticed I was ahead, and I was seeing the victory.
Yeah.
And I lost my cool as well, but guys, the loser's got to go home.
Yep.
Thank you.
No worries, you're welcome.
You can go home and see your kid now. Yeah?
It's good racing, thanks.
Yeah, like the apex is absolutely spot on. Spot on.
Yeah, when I crossed the line, obviously it was so close, I didn't know who won, and pulling in the pits, I got confirmation that basically I'm the one going home.
The fastest guy must win. It's racing.
Obviously disappointed that I am going home, but now my wife and kid, you know, I get to see them again instead of me staying here for 6 months. So plus side, I've learned a lot, great experience. Back home with my family. It's going to be a long flight home, but I'm looking forward to putting my feet back in South African soil.
The fastest GT gamers in South Africa are at race camp in Silverstone, competing for a professional racing contract. They're taking on physical and mental challenges, both on and off the track, but only one will claim the ultimate prize of racing for real.
Dude, are you still firing at him?
That's what I do.
Carrott's got this. I think he's got it. As he pulls back that time. Oh!
Earlier, one gamer was sent home.
The fastest guy must win. It's racing.
Shows me.
And now only 4 remain. But at the end of today, another will pack their bags.
I'm still confident that I can win it. It's all mindset, and like 80% of this competition is mental. So you just need to stay focused and be positive. I think that's the key to success.
Power.
The competitive nature in the family, I think we've always wanted to win, whether it was, I don't know, walking home from school, you always wanted to be first, or first at the athletics day. I've always wanted to win. The feeling of winning and actually being a proper race driver is probably the biggest dream you could have.
The fact that I get to drive, the fact that I might get to drive awesome cars like the 370Z, the GTR, single-seater race cars and what have you, it's just mind-blowing for me. So.
If it comes down to it, everybody will be more or less on the same type of pace, especially in circumstances we don't know. Adaptability is going to be key.
You just got to want it more than anything, and I think that's that same part of the brain that makes you go side by side with someone, that makes you not fear anything, and that's why I suppose I look at the aggressive side of some of the drivers, and you need to have that to become a professional driver.
Gentlemen, behind me, you can see we're building a course, and that course is for some drag racing.
We're going to be looking at your reaction speed and your throttle control. Races or won or lost off the line.
It's been a tough day so far. Give it everything you've got. Now we're getting into this critical stage of GT Academy.
The gamers will be on the back straight of the Stowe circuit, racing in electric sports cars. They'll go head-to-head first in semi-finals, and then a final to decide the overall winner.
I haven't driven all-electric cars. We don't get too many of those out in South Africa. Looking forward to it. Should be an experience just driving that, in itself.
First guy off the line will beat it. So it seems to be the case. For best reaction first.
Stop on the red. As soon as it's green, give it the beans and hope for the best.
If you mess up your start, you're not going to catch up. You only have one chance to get this right.
In the first semi-final, it's Jonathan against Louis.
Okay, 2 to 5 seconds.
Jonathan wins it, but Louis isn't convinced that it's down to his driving skills.
Got a good start, but Jonathan, being a little bit lighter, he got the upper hand on me and he took that one. I'm quite disappointed that I didn't do better in this.
Up next, it's elimination race winner Gerard against motorsports journalist Ashley. Ashley takes the win and sets himself up for the final against Jonathan.
I'm stoked. He's a very tough competitor. And yeah, may the best man win.
Ashley's reaction time has been the quickest of all the gamers, meaning that several parts of his body have been working together in perfect synchronicity. As soon as he sees the lights change, an electrical signal is passed from his eyes to his brain via the optic nerve at around 100 meters per second. His brain then sends an impulse via the nervous system to the appropriate body part, which takes action through the muscles. If Jonathan wants to beat Ashley in the final, he'll have to minimize all of the distractions around him.
Jonathan's been virtually impressive in everyone. He's been consistent. I think we've seen a lot of the contestants be up and down on different challenges.
Whereas Ashley, as the group has got smaller, he seems to be growing in confidence.
Yes.
And his performances are getting better.
And I think you're also seeing a little bit more drive from him. I think in the beginning he thought it was an experience, he'd come write a story on it, but I think he's getting more serious, he's getting more focused.
It's too close to call, and neither driver knows if they've won.
By a whisker. So
I thought as we got off, I just noticed my car got a little bit of a jump. And I thought, okay,
yeah,
I'm in the lead here. But as we came past those concretes and I looked across, I could see that we're pretty much level pegging. I don't know, man. I looked close at the line.
Ashley just manages to hold on and wins his first challenge.
At least I know if they want to eliminate someone tonight, it's unlikely to be me.
A downbeat Louis finishes in last place.
Well, I think I'm fourth overall. I'm a bit disappointed. I think I could have done better, but no one else to blame.
Last challenge down, and the judges have to make a decision about who leaves the academy.
I think we're in agreement that Jonathan and Ashley are 1 and 2. It's just between Gerhard and Louis. I think Gerhard has shown a lot of aggression, and I think Louis surprised us all.
He was impressive this morning. I think he ended up quickest overall in the track session, didn't he?
You could see a bit more aggression from him in the car, couldn't you, the way he took turn 1 and 2?
Yeah, and also, that shootout at the end, elimination, he definitely looked like he was pushing the car a little bit harder, and that was a good victory. Maybe, I don't know, maybe if we keep him on tomorrow, he might show us something else. I think it's something we need to think about.
And yeah, just put pedal to the metal. Try to gun it around the track as quickly as I could.
It's got to be difficult because obviously you're right on the edge. You're trying to get every last bit out of the car.
Yeah.
Fellas, sorry to interrupt. Guys, can we have a word, please? Okay, so it's been a long day today. Thomas and I have just come out of a long discussion with our track instructors, and at this stage in GT Academy things are extremely close, but if we had to choose a winner, it will be between Ashley and Jonathan.
I mean, Jonathan, you've been cool, calm, collective the whole way through, and certainly one of my favorites.
Ashley, personally speaking, I think you arrived as Ashley the journalist, here to maybe have a little look, write a story, take a few photos, and you've now seen that you could be Ashley, the racing driver. Gerhard, Louis, you've got ground to make up on these two, and what we'd like at this stage is to hear your thoughts on why we should keep you in GT Academy. So, probably Louis, first off.
Okay. The first day I know I wasn't off to a great start. He asked me to up my game, and I think today I proved that I can up my game when needed to.
Gerhard.
In the dogfight with Robin, I showed that I can handle the pressure when it's needed, getting all the apexes right and getting the traction out of the corners and winning the race.
You did show real grit and determination, but at this stage of GT Academy, where we have to look at true pace, we don't think you quite have it, and for that reason, I'm afraid I've got to ask you to go and pack your bag.
Okay. Thanks, guys. Good luck, Jeff.
Good luck.
I knew I was lacking a bit behind the other guys in terms of raw pace, but my initial goal was to get to the top 4. To get top 4, I was pretty chuffed with that. So it's not all that bad. It's a great experience in any case.
Coming from day one being in the bottom 3 to being in the top 3 now, I think it shows a big improvement on my side already. I'm in the top 3 now and it can only get better from here. I need to push hard now and give it my all.
The final day will be a race where you 3 will take on 3 identical cars driven by another nation head-to-head out on the track here at Silverstone.